Why were poems important? During the war, the men had very few ways to express their feelings about what life was like. That could be recorded and sent home. Many wrote letters about their experiences, but some of the most famous and well remembered stories of what life was like at war came from poems that the men wrote in their spare time. The Soldier by Rupert Brooke. This poem was written by a journalist called Rupert Brooke. It is a very famous poem and he wrote it to appear in the Times newspaper not long before he died during the war. He wrote it based on his experiences of speaking to soldiers and hearing the stories of soldiers who lost their lives during the war. It is written from the viewpoint of a soldier who has died thinking about the war and how he felt about it. About the poet. Rupert Brooke is an English poet known for his verse sonnets that express idealistic patriotism. He enlisted in the British Navy when World War I first broke out and served for a brief amount of time in Belgium. It is likely that had he lived long enough to witness the horrors of trench warfare, he would have developed a more cynical outlook on the war. Brooke died at the young age of 27 years old due to blood poisoning. The Soldier by Rupert Brooke. If I should die, think only this of me, that there's some corner of a foreign field that is forever England there shall be. In that rich earth a richer dust concealed, a dust whom England bow shaped made aware, gave once her flaws to love, her ways to roam. A body of England's breathing English air, washed by the rivers, blissed by suns of home. And think this heart all evil shed away, a pulse in the eternal mind no less, gives somewhere back the thoughts by England given, her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her day, and laughter learned of friends and gentleness, in heart at peace under an English heaven. Analysis. Rupert Brooke's poem The Soldier creates an image of a brave British soldier during World War I that would be willing to do anything for his country. He is honored to be fighting for England because he truly believes that it is the best country in the entire world. In the first several lines of the poem, he discusses his thoughts on the possibility of his death. He states that if he is to die, all he wants is to be remembered by his courage and patriotism when it came to fighting for his home. There shall be in the rich earth a richer dust concealed. This means that if he does die in a battlefield far away, it's already because at least that means there will be a piece of England in that foreign country. Theme: the soldier, theme of warfare. The poem is called The Soldier, so naturally it's about war. Unlike many other famous World War I era poems, however, Brooke paints a more optimistic picture. The soldier's possible death is mentioned, yes, but so is a blissful life after death. Moreover, the poem celebrates the fact that the soldier's death will give England another corner of land. Poetic devices. Alliteration. That there's some corner of a foreign field that is forever England. The repetition of the consonant F makes the poem flow in these two lines. Metaphor. In the rich earth, a richer dust concealed. He refers to himself by using the word dust multiple times throughout the poem. Imagery. Throughout the entire sonnet, Rupert Brooke creates this image of a happy place where laughter is always heard and gentleness is always felt. At the end, we learn that this what English heaven would be like for the soldier that died in battle. World War I. The poem has such an idealistic outlook on war because at that time soldiers had never seen sights as awful as trench warfare. Nobody had ever seen a world war. World War I or the Great War showed people how devastating a war can be when so many countries are involved. If this poem would have been written before World War II, it is possible that it wouldn't have been nearly as optimistic. your task. Question and answers. First question. The Soldier was written and published during what major war? Answer: World War I. Second question. The Soldier is considered what type of poem? Answer: sonnet. Third question. In what ways does the poet consider himself connected to England? Answer: physically and mentally.